Alright, this is a weekly reading for Gemini. And your two songs are Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Scream, and Ariana Grande, No Tears Left to Cry. Um, as you know, you feel like the Queen of Pentacles right now. The Queen of Pentacles is extreme wealth, magnificence and grace, opulence, security, liberty, generosity, intelligence, uh, and you also got, well, some charms I did. So you got a hat pin. If you don't know what a hat pin is, it's one of those long pins, and then there's like a decorative piece on one side, and then there's the pin and the little closure on the other side. It's not a safety pin, not a safety pin. It looks like a straight pin with like two ends that are either one sharp or the other one's decorative. So I think I actually have a hat pin somewhere. Anyway, I'm not gonna look for it, even though I'm tempted. Okay. Also, you got two bouquets. When you do tea leaves on a table, you get a lot of things. And I got a hat pin, and I got two bouquets of flowers, because I used a mixture of different teas so that show you different things. Anyway, you may have two romantic interests, or, you know, they could be interested in you, vice versa. But, yeah. It's kind of weird. Alright, and you also have the number 5. If that means anything to you. Maybe it's a life path, maybe it's a lucky number, maybe it's a day you were born, or maybe it's a month you were born, or something to do with the year that you were born. But yes, you have that going on. So, fun stuff. And the week's theme for you is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, a loyal, true person, a man who speaks well of others, an envoy, a messenger, a stranger coming to help, intelligence, a bearer of important news, usually good. So, there's something coming your way, probably romantic interest, probably, you know, somebody who's nice. I figured nice people would do nice things. Anyway, so that could be a love interest, that could be whatever the case. But yeah. There's a lot of stuff in this. It seems really fancy because of the hat pin and the two bouquets. Could go either way. Then we have the challenge. The Chariot reversed. The Chariot reversed is, falling short of a goal, inability to cope with life, defeat, and regression, rebelling against nothing. So you're kind of mad at yourself for something not going your way, if that makes sense. Like, you're not really mad at the world because, like, the world does what the world does, but you're kind of like, everything fell apart, like, what's going on? And that's really weird. It seems to be like you're in a state of panic, you're in a state of bewilderment, and you're in the state of just confusion, and it's like a weird energy. Like, feels like a merry-go-round. So, alright, anyway, thing to remember this week is the Emperor. The Emperor is the highest position. It's higher than kings. more wise and confident, a symbol of stability, leadership, and as well as male family members. So it could be a family member, or it could be like a friend. So logic above emotion, a giver of aid, comfort, sometimes an overly dominant person. So, there's somebody in your life who is very dominant, or it could be you, or it could be something in your chart that, kind of does that type of thing. Which isn't bad, is it? It's just somebody who's more of like a alpha than a beta, you know what I mean? And then we have the lesson that you will learn this week, which is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Anxiety, being unsure of one's position, hesitancy to a point of loss, embarrassment, a hard failure. So this could be a third party situation. And I know I say this a lot about Gemini, but like this is kind of like a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Every week it's like a back and forth. I don't know what's going on with you. I would get out of a situation where the person that I'm with isn't really sure where I stand with them, and I'm not sure where I stand with them. Like, if it's a back and forth or they're in love with somebody else, I would leave. And I would ask them, are you in love with somebody else? Because if that's where we're at, I should go. And just leave. Because it seems very confusing to me. Like, it's like, it kind of would weaken your own power, your own efficiency to do anything. And then your gift this week is the Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse is wavering, hesitation, inability or unwilling to concentrate, procrastination, nervous tension, throwing away resources through idiocy, fickleness, or vanity. So, a little bit of defeat there, right? So hat pin, change in roles or business success. So this could be, since you're going from the Queen of Pentacles, could be a bit of like the Queen, no. The Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords energy is more focused, more balanced, more independent. And you could be going into that energy. Also, it could be just the Wheel of Fortune energy, too, for some. So, it could be the turn of the wheel where it's upside down, kind of bad luck at the moment, bad news, bad things happening. It could be a lot of things. But it's like, it's kind of like life in suspension. Like, you're just like, what do I do now? Like, hello? But yeah, it's gross. And, your resources are kind of trickling away, or you threw them away, or there's kind of a moment where it's just... Anyway, Gemini, if you like this reading, leave a like. If you like what I'm doing on here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas for my next video, leave them in the comment section below. And I'll read those. And this seems like a third-party situation. I'm not gonna lie. But whatever the case, I'm gonna say this. There's a point where it's like, there's going to be a moment where water will seep its own level. And if you wait around for that, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming to the surface. Um, Water seeping its own level actually has to do with a plumber's manual of such. That's rule number one. Water seeps its own level. As long as it doesn't seep out of the sink, the tub, or the toilet in which you're having the water flow in to, you'll be fine. Um, if it starts leaking out is where you have the problem, and it's either screw tightened or washer, rubber stopper that needs to be fixed. Um, so, yeah. And in this case, I think there's a leak somewhere. And that's me just, you know. I used to work at Home Depot, so that was my first job working at Home Depot. I had to do cross-cat, where I had to learn everything. But yeah, plumbing is one of those things where it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I figured I would learn a little bit about plumbing in case I have to fix a toilet at any point in the future. But yeah, like if there's a leak somewhere, you might want to fix it, or you might want to call a professional. That is a metaphor. But yes, I believe that your relationship is kind of in like a third party situation, and it could be bad for you. It could have been a secret. It could have been um, kind of on the outskirts of you finding out. But yeah, you should be fine. Anyway, I will see you in the next one, Gemini. Bye now.